What is up, YouTube? You know what time it is. It's My Fan Time, and as always, I thank you for joining me in here with me on YouTube, on my channel. It's always appreciated, and I hope everyone's having a great Sunday here. Of course, Championship Sunday in the NFL. We have, of course, the two conference title games going to be kicking off around 3 p.m. Of course, you got Bucks, Packers, you got Chiefs, Bills. So we'll see. Before the season, I said it would be the Chiefs and Bucks in the Super Bowl. We'll see. I guess we're a couple wins away from that actually being a reality. Although, that being said, I would like to see the Bills. I guess, for quite a while, Eagles and Bills fans kind of had that kindred, spirit relationship going because our team, we were just passionate about our team, wanting to see them win. Now, obviously, the Eagles did it some years ago, and I do hope that the Bills fans get to see it, get to see a Super Bowl championship. Obviously, we know they were close back in the 90s a few times. It didn't happen, but, it's a great story, and they're on such a great roll right now. We'll see. I mean, Kansas City's definitely tough, and if they get back in, they've certainly earned it. Andy Reid doing great things there in KC. And obviously, but to me, the Bills are a great story, and to me, that fan base has certainly earned a title, so hopefully it works out for them today. But obviously we'll see. They still got to play that game, and Mahomes and Kansas City is definitely a tough out. So we will see. And so yeah, some real excitement, in sports right now. Obviously, a lot of things going on. Obviously, not a lot of fans in the stands in most stadiums, including here. But you got the NBA going. You got the the NHL starting up. Baseball season around the corner again. Football season is coming to a close, but this is the most exciting time, right? You can't championship Sunday and then the Super Bowl in 2 weeks from today. So Super Bowl 55 from Tampa. Great stuff. Good times. So enjoy the games today, and hopefully we have two good ones today. We shall see. Of course, the Eagles aren't in it, but we have a new coach. We'll see how that works out. But at any rate, I do have a couple of things I want to announce here prior to showing. This is going to be mainly a lids pickup vid, but I do have a couple of things I'd like to share with you, the viewer. So bear with me as I do. First of all, obviously, 2020 was just a crazy year. The pandemic, all these crazy things that are going on. But the one thing I think I'll always remember about, other than all the craziness with 2020, was joining in on the FHS community, in the FHS community, the Fitted Hat Society. Now, not all my hats are fitted, and I have a couple here right off the bat that aren't fitted. Sorry to say to those members, so you might want to avert your eyes for the first two, but all the rest after that fitted. And, getting in on that community and getting to know the guys from Views from the Vault. And if you're not subscribed to that channel, make sure you do so. I'll put a link to their channel below in the description for this video. But Views from the Vault is a great program, and they do daily content on there. They do that big show, their big show, the Big Shoe, right? Every Saturday night, This Week in Caps. Amazing content where they go over all the different, just about all the different, if not all the different drops from that previous week, kind of, give their take on all the different hats that came out. Keepers, Weepers, Sleepers, of course. Just great content, and I've been privileged to have been on their show a few times to this point. So, they reached out to me, and one of the things is, most know about me, and if you don't know about me, if you're just tuning in for the first time, so I've always been passionate about sports. I've always loved sports, obviously the Philly teams, but, others as well, other, various things with sports. And obviously a very large jersey collection. I have a very large hat collection too, and a lot of the hats, not all of them, but most of them are purchased to go with jerseys. So I'm one of those, those are my two main passions as far as sports wearability is concerned, right? Even though I'm not wearing a jersey right now, but the jerseys, collecting jerseys, and the hats, collecting hats, mainly to go with jerseys, but, you know, overall, you know, as well. But okay, a lot of them I get to go with the specific jerseys that I have or jerseys that I want to get. You know, kind of set up the hat for the jersey already. Sometimes there are jerseys out there that it's difficult to get the hat for. But it's something I love to do. It's kind of what it's basically me marrying my two main interests for sports wearability, right? The jerseys and the hats to go with. It has to go. And I'm very particular about that. The jersey, the hat has got to go with the jersey. And I can't tell, I've seen, because I'm a mall guy. I'm a bit of a mall rat. I like going to malls and looking around and, you know, whatever. So I will notice, I've noticed in my travels, you know, people wearing like the Miami Heat jersey with the Chicago Bulls hat, or the Packers jersey with the Yankees hat or something. The Bulls and Heat, the colorway goes, but it's not the same team. You know, it's not the same. They're two different NBA teams, and if you're a fan of both teams, that's okay. Hey, I'm not judging, but we're living in an age where you can get hats. You can get a Miami Heat hat to go with that Miami Heat jersey, right? So this is one of my things. And look, there are hats that you can wear that aren't the same team that you can wear with the jersey, right? So obviously what I'm wearing right now is a Sixers hat with the Phillies shirt, right? Well, they're both the same city. They both have the same colorway, right? Red, white, and blue. So I can wear the Phillies hat with a Sixers jersey. You know, I've done that. I can do that. You know, okay. I can even see, you know, wearing like a Yankees hat with a Nets or Knicks jersey. You know, because it's New York. You know, and that's one of the big logos of New York is that NY, right? You can wear the Mets hat with a Knicks jersey because the colors go, and it's both New York. I mean, you can do that. I'm just throwing a few examples. You wear, and I see you there, Captain America. I see you, Pierre. You can wear the Red Sox hat with a Patriots jersey. Okay? You can do that because at least it's representing the city, the same area, okay? It's New England, I know, but it's the same. You can do that, right? But the Patriots jersey with a Yankee hat, that might not work. Right? But at any rate, so I am a stickler mainly for team with team, but I can wear the baseball hat with a jersey for the same area. You know, that works. In fact, there's a collection that was done recently by Hat Club for that, and I'll get to that. But I am a stickler for it. And one of the great things that started, now last year, obviously, everything that's going on, but it was the year, it was just the hat game blew up, right? The UVs, the under visor colors, the pinks, the icy blues, all these different, and it just blew up. The hat game blew up. The side patch, which I'm a fan of. And I know they're not for everybody. Some people I just want a regular hat, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine if that's how you feel. But for me, a lot of those side patches go with patches that are on a jersey. So I'm trying to match that up. You know, yeah, I get that crazy with it. I want to match it up as best as I can. And obviously over the years, there's been hats that have been made specifically for jerseys, you know, with jerseys in mind, to go with jerseys, right? And even today, it's just one of those things. And it's been, but it's always been what I've done. You know, even when I was younger, wearing the starter, you know, hat with the champion jersey back in the 90s, it went together. You know, it matched. You know, the teams were there. It matched the team. It always has been something that I took great pride in doing. And as I got older, as I became more of a collector, you know, in the jersey game, and obviously still having the passion for the hats, still buying hats at Lids and Fanatics and wherever, Hat Club, wherever it was, I would try to get the hats to match, to match up with the jerseys, and it became even more so for me because I was a collector at that point. I'm collecting jerseys, and if I got to have the jersey, I got to have the hat to go with it. I need the specific hat for this specific jersey. And, as I've said, it is tricky sometimes. Excuse me, some of these teams don't make it easy with those older jerseys, right, to match them up. But I do what I can. I know I have some buddies who do it too. My buddy Big Slim, does it too. Mark M will do it, and company. So, you know, it is something that's important for me and for other people who do it too. So at any rate, long story short, and I know I always do long story, but long story short, I was approached by, you know, by Views from the Vault, and I've been on there a few times, and you know, obviously gotten to know them, friends with them, and they're doing a great thing on that channel, which is already great, but they're doing yet another great thing with it, which they're bringing in some personalities from the FHS community and doing a little weekly, you know, a segment. Each person does their own little weekly segment, right? So they asked me to come on there and do Combo Wombo Wednesdays. So it will be no longer than a 10-minute segment. Most of the times it will be shorter than that, even though I do kind of go on from time to time. But I'll try my best to keep them as short as I can. But it's basically going to be me showing some of my best pair-ups, for the jersey and the hat deal, right? The Combo Wombo special, right? So that's something that I'm going to be doing on a weekly basis with Views from the Vault. I'm very honored and humbled by that. I thank them for the opportunity. It is a passion of mine, and anyone in that community knows that about me. We've had Zoom, you know, fun Zoom meetings and different stuff over time. You know, I've gotten to know a good amount of people in that community. They've gotten to know me, and they know me as the Combo Wombo guy. And that kind of just came almost as an accident, because I think the first time I did they called it Views After Dark. And I joined in once. It was a very epic Zoom. And I don't know, I guess I blurted it out, Combo Wombo. It just kind of came. It's not something I really planned. It's just, oh yeah, jersey, hat, Combo Wombo, you know, whatever. And then they kind of ran with it. And it became the thing. So that's kind of what I'm known in that community for. And, you know, look, I'm proud of what I do. It is, I consider it an art form. You know, when you put things together and you can, you know, kind of show your passion in that way. I can never be a sneakerhead. I know there's a lot of people in the community, in the jersey head community and the hat community, who are sneakerheads, and they put the hats with the sneakers, they put the jerseys with the sneakers. I've always said that I can't. If I tried to collect sneakers the way I do jerseys and hats, I don't know how I would pay any bill. I have no idea. I have a few pair of sneakers that I had to have. I have a pair of Questions, Steph Curry, you know, the Under Armour. I have a pair. I have Jordans. You know, just various different things that, you know, as a fan, I wanted to have, you know, in the collection. But I could never profess to be a sneakerhead. I could never really go that route, because it just, there's no way. I wouldn't be able to fit into sneakers with the budget of collecting jerseys and hats, you know. But I have a lot of respect for the sneakerhead community. I follow people here on YouTube who are sneakerheads, because you know what they're passionate about. They have that passion. That's their thing. That's what drives them, right? For me, I can say the jerseys and the hats is what drives me. It's always what drove me. So that's why I kind of, you know, I stay in my lane. The sneakers, as great as they are, and I find myself going into those stores and looking around, and every now and then I'll see a pair, oh yeah, you know, this goes with this team or that team, and I'm like, you know what, I just, no, because then I'm going to go down another road. I may have a few pair of sneakers from time to time that go with different jerseys, just that color is crazy, but I couldn't. I just, there's no way. But I understand there's a lot of that, and people match that up. People match sneakers and hats like crazy. They made hats to go with sneakers, right? For different Jordan sneakers. They still do today. And people get them, and they take the picture, and they have the hat with the sneaker. It's just, that's their thing. But if you just go to my Instagram page, right, for the most part, I have some sneaker stuff, but for the most part, you go on my Instagram page, @MightyFan, one word. You go on my Instagram page, you're going to see the hat with the jersey. Because that's how I do it. That's my art form. I like putting the hat with the jersey, and it has to go. It has to match. So you know, I have been very passionate about that, and that's something that, you know, I make no bones about. And you know, for them to give me an opportunity like that on a weekly basis, I tip the hat to them, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I believe my first segment will be this coming Wednesday. So make sure you subscribe to Views from the Vault. Hey, they're working their way up the charts, right? Already over 1K, going for 2K. By the way, I'm going for 1K too. So, subbing to me too would be good. I'm not a big numbers guy. I do these vids because I love it. Whatever the views are, I'm going to make them. I'm always going to make them. But it is a humbling thing to know at over 800 subscribers to this channel, and we're pushing 900 now. So let's keep smashing that sub button to me, and also make sure you smash that sub button to Views from the Vault. Great content, just tremendous stuff. In fact, I know I've mentioned to some guys in the Jersey Heads community, I would like to do a monthly video, and I couldn't do it on my channel because I'm just not technically savvy. So it would have to be one of these other guys, Resurrection, or one of those guys, or Snacks, or one of those guys. I'd like to do a monthly Zoom for us. I know I've approached it in that on the Kings of Throwback group on Facebook, where we kind of do a monthly roundtable for jerseys and for the collecting of, and for if anything new came out that month, kind of in a similar vein to how Views from the Vault does their This Week in Caps, because I love that concept, and couldn't do it on a weekly basis. That would be too much. And look, the jerseys, it's not always a weekly content with stuff that come out for jerseys. So I thought like a end of month, monthly type content for that would be cool. And if that does get off the ground, and it goes to someone else's page like Resurrection, let's say, I'll certainly promote it, and I'll put a link to it. That might be something that is in the works. We'll see. Because I love what those guys do on Views, and it's great content, and it's great. It's just sitting around talking about something you love, and what your thoughts are on the recent stuff that came out, pro or con. And believe that those guys aren't afraid to throw the cons for those hats, okay? If they don't like a hat, they're going to let you know. So maybe that's something that gets done down the road. We'll see. It's still up in the air right now. But it is something that's a possibility. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. I know I also have been talking with Resurrection and King Leonidas on Instagram. We want to do a collab vid at some point and put it on YouTube. I don't know exactly for what. I think we're still kind of brainstorming, but that's something that's going to be done in the near future, so be on the lookout for that. And I would imagine that's going to be posted on one of their YouTube channels, and make sure to sub them too at Resurrection here on YouTube, and King Leonidas. Great content on their channels. The editing that Resurrection does is incredible stuff. But and King Leo does some great stuff on great content on his channel too, with all the jersey reviews, and he'll do sneaker reviews, various different things, and he has a great collection too. So basically that's it. That's kind of the in-house stuff I kind of wanted to throw out there. Be on the lookout for. Certainly something I'm excited for, and like I said, I'm humbled and honored to be a part of the Views from the Vault family, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it, so be on the lookout for that. Let's get into the pickups, okay? Because we had 18 plus minutes of announcements, basically. I feel like this is a board meeting right now. We got this in the background. So let's get into the pickups, okay? So the first two here, the FHS members just have to... All right, I know these aren't fitteds, but again, not that I will show them on my weekly Combo Wombo segments on Views from the Vault, but I do dabble in the snaps from time to time. If they go with jerseys, or jerseys that I want to get, I will get them. But... this first one, and the thing is about this first one is, I think it's cool. It is a snapback because it has that retro look to it, and it kind of has that look to it of that type of hat that I would have worn roaming the halls of Lower Merion High School back in the 90s, the 93, 94 school year when I was there, right? I went to a private school after that, but I was at Lower Merion for 1 year. I was there with Kobe, and hey, you know what? Rest in peace again to Kobe. And Gigi, of course, and it's just hard to believe that it's been just about a year to the date that that tragedy happened with the helicopter crash. But being that as it is, I got this hat a bit back. I don't believe I ever showed this, and if I did, I apologize. I'm showing it again. Excuse me. You know, in a way, I'm kind of glad it's a snap because it does kind of resemble a hat that you would have worn back then. So it has that vintage vibe to it. But so I picked up this one some time ago. Lower Merion, of course, Lower Merion High School, not far from here, and just solid color. 33 on the side because that's what Kobe wore his number at Lower Merion. Of course, he couldn't wear it with the Lakers because it was retired for Kareem. There's 33. Bryant on the back, and it's got that vintage vibe to it. It really does. I think the only thing that would have been better is if it had the green under, but you know, it is what it is. Just solid maroon colorway for the Lower Merion colors, of course, maroon and white for the Aces. Black guts on the inside. So this hat I got. I would have gotten it anyhow, but this you know, and I want to shout out. My buddy, the Candyman, of course, Rivalry Sportswear. Sub to him also on YouTube. Does great content too. And it's been a project in the works for a bit. He and I talked about it before, and it's something that's coming to light now. In fact, I saw the finished product, and he's going to be mailing those to me. I can't wait. I'm going to have another special announcement here. I'm going to have a special pickup vid. And I'm going to try not to get too emotional when I'm doing it. I thank my good buddy Big Slim. He said he can be the cameraman for me for that one. I'm going to have a special pickup vid, which are the Rivalry custom jerseys done of Kobe's Lower Merion jerseys, the home and away number 33s. Done, I mean, as with Rivalry, if you know or not, Rivalry Sportswear does an amazing job at making the jerseys just look exactly like they were worn on the court. So the specs of those jerseys are basically going to be like what Kobe wore at Lower Merion. There's been Lower Merion Kobe jerseys done by various companies, and you know, if you have them, if you're happy with them, I'm not hating on them. But me, I'm more of a stickler. I needed them done the way he wore them. And if you know or don't know, when he was at Lower Merion, he just had the number on the back. There was no name on his jersey. He didn't say Bryant. This wasn't on the back of the jersey. It was just the 33. And just the material and everything. So Rivalry recreated. I will have my home and away set. And I'm going to do the pickup and review vids. The pickup and review vid, I should say, for the Kobe Lower Merion Rivalry done jerseys out front of Bryant Gymnasium and at Lower Merion High School. And I'm going to wear this hat. In fact, I got a Lower Merion face mask, and I have to wear the mask. I hope my voice isn't too muffled when I'm doing the video. I hope it's not a real windy day. But, you know, I have to have the mask on. Obviously, when you're out, you know, always mask up. So I have the Lower Merion Aces mask. And I'll probably wear the his rookie Laker jersey for the video, and I will debut and show those and do the review for those two. The home and away, I'm getting the home and away set of his Lower Merion jerseys done by Rivalry Sportswear, and I just thank you so much to Rivalry Sportswear. And just the pictures I've seen alone, I know they killed it. So I can't wait to have those in hand. I can't wait to show them, and I can't wait to wear those jerseys with this hat. I do hope someday to see a fitted done. I know we have some people in the fitted community. Maybe they can make it happen. I don't know if the capologist or someone can kind of make this kind of design or something similar into a fitted, because that would be great. Because I would love to have a fitted for this too, for his Lower Merion days. Obviously, those are special to me because I was there with him, right? I didn't know him. May have passed him in the hall a time or two or whatnot. But to say I was there with him is still something special for me. It's going to be an emotional vid for me. I just hope I don't break up or anything, because the last time I was at Bryant Gymnasium was the night of his passing, and I laid flowers down. It was just a very emotional thing. So it'll be the first time I've been back there since that, and but I want to make it happen. And I've told the Candyman this. I said whenever those jerseys are done, that vid, when I debut them, when I review them and show them as a pickup, will be outside of that stadium. I can't think of a better place for it, and it's fitting. It's fitting that that's where it would have to be done, and luckily I have the ability to do that. You know, I mean, how many Jersey heads can say they made a Kobe jersey vid outside of Bryant Gymnasium, right? So that's going to be something cool to be able to do. And I look forward to that. So be on the lookout for that. When I get those in the mail, my buddy Big Slim's coming back around the Super Bowl time. We're going to make that happen. So that's going to be a great project, and looking forward to it. I only wish we had Rez to be here and do his editing, but here's what it is. I'll do a little something for that video. Not saying it will be at Rez levels, okay, but there'll be a little something. I got some pictures ready and everything, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be a nice little Kobe tribute, and also, you know, the Laura Marion debut of those jerseys. And shout again to Rivalry Sportswear, the Candyman. My wallet's a little thinner with the Candyman of late, but it's all it's all certainly worth it. Next off here, this was a hat I got a bit back at the Mitchell & Ness store, at the flagship store. They were having a sale. I just kept forgetting to show this. This is a Georgetown Hoyas. Shout out to Snacks. He's a Hoyas guy, I know. Georgetown Hoyas, the snap, Mitchell & Ness, scripted. So this has that vintage look too, right? So it has that scripted Hoyas there to Georgetown. So it's very similar to what Starter used to do back in the day. Sports Specialties used to do it back in the day. So Mitchell & Ness has done this in the past, and now they're starting to get back into it, which is cool. I love this look. I've always loved this look. So yeah, Hoyas, and of course it goes with my AI Georgetown Swingman jersey that I got not long ago. Had to get the hat for it, right? Had to do it. So I was able to grab that at the store during a sale. This is one of my most recent pickups. So this is my second ever hat by the Capologist. So shout out to the Capologist, doing some great things in the hat game. The first hat I got from them, I showed here a bit back. It was the Mikey. It was the Michael Myers, like looking like Mario on the front. So another Halloween themed. This is called the Zombie Boy. And this one was actually supposed to come in by last Halloween, but of course, you know, things happen. There was delays. All perfectly understood. I'm glad this came in. Here it is. Great logo there on the front. Great design, rather, on the front. The detail is crazy. Holding the pumpkin jack like on Halloween, right, with the brains instead of candy. So that's very cool. And then you have the smiling jack-o'-lantern on the back. And if you notice, you have the TC kind of in you know, camoed in there in the grin, right, for the Capologist. So very cool little extra there. You got the New Era flag. You got the orange button. You got the orange under, the orange UV, black guts. Beautiful hat. Love this. I can't wait to wear this this Halloween and for many Halloweens to come. Because Halloween, as we all know, is my favorite holiday. If you don't know it, you know it now. It's my favorite holiday. I go a little crazy for Halloween in the house with the decorating and all. And I like to wear some stuff on my head for Halloween. So that's another one. Great hat by the Capologists, Zombie Boy. This was a Pro Image exclusive. Picked this up some weeks ago. Pro Image has been doing some great things. As I said, they do a weekly drop in-store. They also do take phone orders. So if you need to get hats, you can always give them a call. Follow them on Instagram. This was a Philadelphia Eagles Pro Bowl side patch, okay, 1980, which of course is the year the Eagles went to their first Super Bowl, lost to the Rays. But they got there the first time ever under Dick Vermeil. But this was the 80 Pro Bowl. Gray under, so it has that vintage look to it. All Kelly green, all the way around. NFL shield on the back in white and green. Full bird, of course, from that time. The era I grew up with was the Kelly Green Eagles. Gray under with the white guts. Very cool looking hat right there. So this hat's going to go with my 1980 jerseys, even though if some of those players weren't Pro Bowls or not, I don't know. But Jaworski, Carmichael, Edwards, and Montgomery, I have all four, and this hat will definitely go with them because it's the same year, 1980, right? Pro Bowl 1980, 1980 Eagle jerseys, Kelly Green Eagle jerseys. So, you know, it works. Although Montgomery's white, but it's got the Kelly Green numbers and all, and the accents for the stripes. But anyhow, there's that. And then these next four were done specifically with jerseys in mind. This first one was a My Fitteds drop. When was it? Late last year, late December. Beautiful. Beautiful hat. And as my good buddy Captain America from Instagram would say, they killed it. This was, he said it, and I agree. This was the best Diamondbacks hat that came out last year. This is the hat right here. So this hat, it has the road gray jersey vibes. This is why they designed this hat with that specific jersey in mind. And I do have it, Randy Johnson, in the collection of road gray Randy Johnson D-back. So this hat was done as the road gray jersey hook hat, basically, right? So you got the Diamondbacks logo right there, big and bold on the front. You got the gray panel, the black brim, top of the brim. The rest of the hat, the rest of the crown is in black with the button. Big logo on the side, the inaugural season right there. Beautiful patch. Love the patch. It just works on every hat that it's on. Love that. The Batterman logo's in the Diamondbacks colorway as well from the time period. And the UV, oh, that purple. Oh, my. And I love it because it really works. I mean, look at that purple. You got the purple accents, of course, in the logo and in the side patch. And, of course, in the Batterman, too. But, I mean, it just when you just all angles of this hat just work. White guts, beautiful hat, beautiful. They killed this. This was a My Fitteds exclusive. Got the New Era logo camoed in there to the black. I mean, this just works. And I have yet to really take a really good picture with this with my Randy Johnson road jersey. It's still on my to-do list, and then put it on Instagram. They just did such a great job. And I was so glad to get it because I was worried. As quick as some of these, because the same day that I got that from My Fitteds, I had missed out earlier in the day on the Diamond crossover collection Phillies/Sixers hat, and I was really miffed about that. But then I got two of those hats I wanted, but not the Phillies/Sixers, and I still want that one. So maybe someday. Hey. All good things happen to those who wait, right? So eventually I'll get my hands on it. Eventually. But I couldn't get it when it drops. Come on. Hat Club. The Hat Club did the Diamond crossover collection. That was their collection. My Fitteds did this the Diamondbacks hat. But for the road jersey hook. But the Hat Club dropped earlier that day when they debuted the Diamond crossover collection. Oh man, and things were flying, and I dropped the ball on that Phillies one. I really did. So Hat Club, please bless us with a pre-order for that original, for some of that original set, and get that Phillies/Sixers in there. You got to do it. You got it. You know you want to. Anyhow. Let's move on. More jersey hook hats. So as you recall, I picked up the City Edition, Steph Curry, and I do have another Curry coming in the mail that's wandering around. It's sightseeing, but it will get here eventually. I got the blue cable car. When I get the blue cable car jersey in the fold, I know I did a Curry collection video for Instagram, but I have yet to do one for YouTube, and I'm going to do it. I was waiting on getting those until in the fold until I did that pickup, right? That pickup, that collection vid, right? Because I have a few Steph Curry jerseys in the collection, a few. So you're going to see that. I got to get the cable car in first, though. But I did do a review for the City Edition when I got that in hand. I got the authentic one from Nike. And I did a review for that one on Instagram. And I will be sharing that, as well as the blue cable car that they're wearing as the throwback this year. And all the other Curry jerseys that I have in hand. There's others I want. There's others that will be done. But the ones I have in hand, I will do the complete when I get that cable car. It just has to show up. And that's FedEx messing up now. All right, this isn't USPS. Now, this is FedEx starting to play games. All right? They're like, we know this guy's waiting for this. We're just going to let him wait a little longer. Get it to me, damn it. So anyhow, here's the hat. So I had to get this hat off of New Era. The other, the weird thing is the other City Edition Warrior hats that I was able to get over the years, I was able to get them at my local lids, but this year, for whatever reason, they didn't get them in. They only got like the Sixers, the Heat, the Lakers, the Nets. I think that's it. It's like, all right, nice variety, guys. Pro Image had more variety, but it's like the only one they seem to be missing was the Warriors. I'm like, what's the deal with the Warriors in this area now? Can't say it's a West Coast thing because you got all the other West Coast teams. So I did have to get this from New Era online, and I'm glad to have gotten it. So it is what it is. I couldn't get my lids discount on it, but it is what it is. There's the. Sometimes you just have to have the hat. There's the City Edition, the Oakland, the We Believe City Edition. The Oakland's the same as it is on the jersey, so it's basically the jersey front on the front of the hat. New Era on the side, the yellow button, yellow brim, top and bottom. The W with the lightning bolt on the side, very nice touch. I know Reza showed this hat in his video, so shout out to Resurrection. Keeping it down in the Bay Area, the home of the Warriors, right? He's a big Dubs fan, he's always been. Black guts on the inside, NBA logo on the back, beautiful, just beautiful hat, well designed. Good look, glad to have it. Shout out to New Era website for keeping it in stock. Those Dub fans, man, you gotta be careful. They sold out. The Fanatics, they were gone. The Warriors shop, they were gone. Maybe they got more in now, but when I wanted it, it was all gone. The only place I can go was New Era, so thankfully it was still there. And finally, these last two. So these are part of the Hat Club set. The Diamond Crossover Collection, beautiful collection. It was their collection of the year as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I'm a little biased because of the jersey cat combo wombo. But so what they did was they did a collection of MLB hats that go with NBA jerseys from various eras, okay? Now we can split hairs with some of the ones they chose. Pistons kind of comes to mind. But besides that, just about all of them were hitters. It was one of the great collections. It came out towards the end of last year. It was like they ended 2020 with a bang, and it was a great set. And if you are sub to me on Instagram, you already know about this. If you're not, make sure you sub to me on there too. @MightyFan, one word. I did a collab vid with. I had my buddy Captain America hop on with me. And he showed the hats. He showed 10 of these hats. I showed the jerseys for the hats that basically these hats were inspired by. And I love the set, man. I only wish I could have gotten that Phillies/Sixers one from the AI era. But maybe someday. Hat Club. Pre-order. Let's go. So anyhow. So here's, speaking of the Warriors, right? Here's the We Believe. So they did a few of these. This one specifically for the We Believe era and other for the Warriors. And I say other because it was specifically done for the We Believe jersey, right? That team that with the Baron Davis and Jay Rich and company. But you can wear this with any Warrior jersey from that kind of era with those colors, right? So, like I said in the Instagram live, you can put the Steph Curry rookie with this. You can go with if you have the older Warrior jerseys with the lightning bolt up the side, like I have those vintage starter Latrell Sprewell, home and away. This goes with them too. But basically, so the design of these hats were to go with those jerseys, even though it's crossing the streams with different leagues, but it works because it's the hometowns, right? So you got the Oakland A's right there and the Warriors colorway from that time period. We Believe in such. The 50th anniversary logo for the A's, but again, done in that Warriors colorway from the time period. And the MLB Batterman the same. It's got the gray under, and it's got the black guts on the inside. Really well done. The New Era flag is canoed in. Very well done. I just love this set. There were so many hitters of this, so many of them that I wish I could have gotten. I know I said the Phillies Sixers, but the Twins Timberwolves, the Rangers Mavericks. Yeah, there's a few in there that I would have loved to have gotten, but you were real pressed up against it because that set was so big. Everyone was grabbing stuff. I I was just happy to get these two of it when I tried to get hats from it. And this next one, oh yeah, this is the Arizona Diamondbacks Phoenix Suns crossover. Okay, so you got the Fireball vibes, but like I said in the live, you can go various different purple Suns jerseys you can wear with this, or their white jerseys you can go with this, because it's the colors, it goes. So you got the purple crown all the way around. You got the black button, black top brim, orange under. Oh my. Orange under. Arizona Diamondbacks in the Suns colorway. Look at that patch. Side patch. Inaugural season side patch in the Suns colorway. Same with the Batterman. And that is just a beautiful jersey. The logo is camoed in. New Era. But I mean, that orange, and that's a vibrant orange too. So definitely nice hat, man. They killed this collection. This was such a great collection. And anyone who knows me certainly would know. I was chopping at the bit, man. Anytime that, T800 John put those little preview pics up on Instagram, it was... And then, well, what they did was they put the hat, and then they would show, like, the pictures of the players wearing those jerseys, from back in those different eras. And it was just such a great look. It really was. Really, they just knocked that one out of the park. And I know so many people loved it. And I'm hoping that because they sold so well, they would bless us with a pre-order. So some of the ones that were missed that day could be added. But, hey, we'll see. We shall see, man. It's all part of the game. It's just keeping your eyes open and ears glued to social media and, of course, outlets like Views from the Vault, right? You get great information from them, and, of course, on Instagram, those guys do a great job on there too. And I know Jason there. Every time there's a drop of some sort, he's putting it on at Hatcrawler on Instagram, and you'll be able to know about when various hats drop from various sites, various stores. Always a bevy of information and great stuff from all of them. So always keep your eyes on social media. It's the best way to find out about things. In fact, I think not long ago, they did a special video on Views from the Vault, kind of giving some tips on how you can find out about drops ahead of time, and this is what you want to do. And yeah, so that's why I say, man, keep your eyes open to social media. Keep your eyes open to outlets like Views from the Vault in the hat game, because it's just so much information. And if you're hoping to get some stuff, that's a great way to do it. That's a great way to do it because their knowledge is outstanding. It really is. It's the same in the jersey game. I mean, you just have to kind of keep your eyes open, your ears peeled, and just, when things hit, just keep, looking at different sites and being on social media, like with Mitchell and Ness and with other outlets, Nike, I mean, what have you, New Era, what have you, with all these different outlets for jerseys, for hats. You just have to keep your eyes open, and the best way of doing it is social media. Instagram's a great source for that. YouTube's a great source for that. Facebook, obviously, in the groups is a great source for that. And there's just so many different ways you can find out about things. You just have to keep vigilant to them and just keep checking your phone. Keep getting on there. That's the best way you can do it. All right, everyone. Well, I know I went on for about 44 minutes just about with these pickups and with a few announcements. I hope everything is doing great for all of you out there. You're all staying safe. You're masking up when you're outside. I'm getting real parched now. I got to get something to drink, so I'm going to go. I'm going to go for now. But be sure, like I said, sub to the various outlets, Views from the Vault, the Capologist, Resurrection, King Leonidas, my buddy Big Slim, of course. Just, great content all around in the jersey game and the hat game. And you'll see yours truly every Wednesday, a little segment there on Views from the Vault. Combo Wombo Wednesdays with Mighty Fan. So join in with me there, And yeah, and as always, as I say on this for this channel, for my channel, my personal channel, make sure that you hit that like button. Keep hitting that like button, right? And if you haven't already done so, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. After you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit the bell icon so you can be notified to any future vids, and there will be future vids from yours truly that you don't want to miss, such as the special Lower Merion Kobe Bryant the Kobe Bryant Lower Merion High School Rivalry Sportswear Special. And that's basically what I'm going to be calling that video. The debuting of the home and away jerseys done by Rivalry outside of Bryant Gymnasium at Lower Merion High School. It's going to be a fun project I'm going to do. It's going to be tough not to get a little emotional during it, but you know, it's definitely going to be a great vid, and I'm looking forward to doing it and bringing it to all of you here on the channel. So like I said, man, you want to hit that bell icon because you definitely want to be notified for that vid and for other vids. You never know what you're going to see here on the Mighty Fan Network. All right, everyone, take care. And as always, stay safe out there. Mask up when you go outside. And hey, happy hunting out there in the collecting worlds. And I will see you in the next vid. All right, everyone. Peace.